with game. Today I would like to show you some gameplay for Guild Wars 2, just the mechanics of the warrior and what's the fighting like and how it's different from every other MMO out there. So I'll start off by showing you some of the moves and stuff if I don't get lag. I apologize for my last video, the lag was ridiculous. I can't find a good software that will run Guild Wars 2. So I'll show you some of the moves and how this is way different. So first of all, to dodge in-game, instead of it being on like a random chance, you double click on the Q or E key and you roll out of the way. And you can only do that when you have the right adrenaline to do that. So that makes it different and it's funner that way, I think. So I'll start off by showing you guys some mechanics. And you can switch weapons later on in the game, and that's something that's so different from Guild Wars 1. Guild Wars 1, you would choose two different things, like a elementalist and a warrior, but you wouldn't actually you can't do that in this one, really. So makes it a little bit harder, but I don't know, I like it. So in your combat, like I said, I can switch between weapons, and how you train up with weapons is you just get them and you start using them. You only start out with like one power, like my number 1 key that I have my mouse hovering over right now. That key would be the only thing that I'd be able to use until I get better at that weapon. And then I'll show you another move that you get. This is with your adrenaline. When this bar is full up, you get this special ability with your weapon, and this is Kill Shot, I believe. And it does quite a bit of damage, and then you can switch. I can just keep switching in combat, which is really, really cool. And I don't know of any other MMO that's done that yet. So another thing I really like too is the combat. For instance, when I'm swinging here, I'll try to get multiple targets. When I'm slashing with my sword, every single slash is an AoE. So if I'm going horizontal or diagonal and I'm going across the screen, you know, it would make sense if it would hit all those targets, because that's what it's showing you on the game. So I mean, that's what's actually happening. So, which I don't know if I can get a bunch of targets here where I'm at. I'm just trying to play in a place with the least lag. There's so many people on this game. The online store sold out of copies, so I mean, it's ridiculous how many people are online. So yeah. And then your like talents, like if you played other MMO games like WoW and stuff. Here, I'll show you after I finish this. It's a little bit different in this game. I kind of like how they have it, but how they have it is you have, I'll show you. You have points that you can spend from skill points, which is like getting a level, and there's certain like quest-like things that you can get skill points from for completing it, and that's what you can spend on these, which is on your right side of your like ability bar. And basically, once you have all these, they're different abilities that you wouldn't always necessarily use. Like this one right here, like I didn't really think this would be a warrior move. I think it'd be more ranger, but you throw a mine, and when they step over it, it explodes and does AoE damage, and just so on and so forth. Well, that's just your skill points. Then you have the weapon skills, which is what I was saying, like training up in hammers, longbows, axes, great swords, maces, rifles. All that can be used within your combat. So it's not limiting you to just one thing. Like I could go around just using my rifle as a warrior, which I mean I wouldn't do, but it's best to mix it in with certain different types of strikes. Let's see. What else? I was going to show you guys something else in the abilities. So the weapon abilities, then later on, once you reach level 11, you get traits, which is basically like your talents, like in other MMO games, like where it's just kind of straight up does more critical damage with two-handed swords or whatever you want to do that. That's kind of basic. So I kind of like how that is. Yeah, it's just, I think Guild Wars 2 is amazing, and I'll probably end up giving you guys more videos if you want. Subscribe. I'll do a Ranger gameplay video pretty soon. So thanks, guys. See ya.